Hey, I hope everyone is doing okay today. Let's talk about seeds. As previously mentioned, I am basically a brand new gardener. Last year, 2020, was my first year gardening because I was home, had the time, and I've always wanted to do it. Previous to, say, last May, I had only tried to grow herbs a couple times in pots on my patio at my old house, and I only had about this many seed packets. So I needed to get seeds. Last year's plants were mostly nursery plants that I got from places nearby, but I also started to use my arrow gardens more, so I needed seeds for those. So since then, I have stocked up. I have two seed storage containers, which these are awesome actual photo storage containers. They store seeds perfectly. The envelopes fit. You can label them with your label maker, your Cricut, or you can just write on them with Sharpies. And the seeds stay cool and protected. Seeds last for years as long as they are stored properly. So I'm good for the next few growing seasons, next couple, 3, I would say maybe. Plus, I don't mind sharing seeds. So I have a couple of friends that want to start gardening, and I'm going to share seeds with them. But I just want to talk a little bit about what I plan to grow. So here is my beautiful happy planner. Grow Where You Are Planted edition. So that's my gardening journal. And I made a list of everything I grew last year in 2020 and notes on whether it did well or not and if I want to grow it again. Last year everything was in pots. We didn't yet have our fence, and so I didn't want to put things out in the middle of the yard where all the animals get to it because we have quite a few animals. Now we have a fence, so I'm planning 4 raised beds. I have a Vigo garden bed coming, and I can get you a good discount on that for 5% off. I'll put the link below. I bought a stock tank from a gentleman on Facebook Marketplace. I ordered a bed from Amazon, and I want to get one more bed. Plus, I have an awesome green stalk vertical planter. You get a $10 discount from me on that. Link will be below. And so I'm set. I still have a couple of raised planters from last year. I still have pots. So now all I'm going to need is a whole bunch of dirt. But let's talk about what I want to grow. I'm trying to be organized. It's cold outside. I like to sit around and think about gardening stuff. So I've chosen tomatoes, peppers, vegetables, leafy greens, squash. So let's just look at a few of these things. I really love peppers. Last year, I think I counted, I had 13 varieties of peppers. Jalapeno, Thai, cayenne, hot banana, and a couple of other things. This year, I think I've expanded that to 22 varieties. We use them a lot. You can pickle them. They go in a lot of great recipes. You can freeze them. I started canning last year too, so I'm growing a whole bunch of stuff that I know I can can or use in canning recipes. So, California Wonder, which is basically a bell pepper. Cubanelle, which we like a lot. They're good if you stuff them. Ancho, which is basically poblano, also awesome stuffed. Shishito peppers. I grew these exact seeds last year, and the plant was so beautiful and so prolific. These are some of my favorites. Corbachi, that is a new one to me, and I am looking forward to it because look how pretty it is. Golden cayenne. Thai. I grew Thai dragon last year, and they were also very productive, so I'm looking forward to that. Tobago seasoning. I want to use that for my jerk chicken. This one I'm not going to try to say. I'm just going to hold it up. But it's pretty. Jalapeno. This is the mucho nacho variety, so that's a bigger jalapeno. I am looking forward to that so we can stuff them, make some jalapeno poppers. Hot lemon. I like my lemon variety peppers. I grew lemon spice jalapeno last year, and I actually have one going in my arrow garden, and they are very tasty. Ají charapita. Very cute little small things. I'm looking forward to trying that. Buena mulata, pretty purple. As you can see, I like my pretty pepper colors. Hot orange habanero, looking forward to using that to make some seasonings. Padron, another good one. Big chili. That's a large one that I'm looking forward to trying. And then we have lemon drop. I think that's all of them. I know it was 22 varieties. I might have missed something, but things may change a little bit, or I might add something. Who knows? And then we move on to the tomatoes. Tomatoes, I think I'm at 15 varieties. Last year, I grew only one tomato variety, which was Roma. That was a nursery pot from around the corner. And I think there was like 5 seedlings in there. And then I made more because I cloned them as the plants got older. Cloning tomatoes is really, really easy. So here's some Roma seeds that I saved from what I grew. Barry's Crazy Cherry. Those are a gorgeous tomato. And I hear they are extremely productive. Black Crumb. That's a large, beautiful tomato, good for slicing. Brad's Atomic Grape is another really pretty one that I'm looking forward to seeing. San Marzano. I hear this is great for making sauces and pastes, so that'll be good for canning. Sunrise Bumblebee is another one that sounded fun. Tiger Cherry Roma Mix. We like our Romas, and I thought it would be good to have more than one variety, and this one looks really pretty. Spoon Tomato. I admit this is here because they are so cute and adorable. Look how many little tomatoes fit on the spoon. Giant Belgian, another great one for slicing for sandwiches. Aunt Ruby's German Green. Now, I love my fried green tomatoes, so this will be just for my fried green tomatoes. Waratah. I can't remember why I chose this. I need to look it up and see, because as you see, there's no picture on there. Yellow Pear. I hear great things about these. They're supposedly really tasty, so I'm looking forward to that. Mortgage Lifter is another great variety for slicing. Federally, maybe. I might be saying that wrong, but that looks like another great paste tomato. And then I have 2 that I chose that are great for containers. Hybrid Tomato for the patio, and then Dwarf Saucy Mary. So I should be set there. I want to make sure I have enough of my own stuff for my canning recipes. So that's why there are so many. And then other than the tomatoes and peppers, I'm doing garlic, which is actually already outside in a planter covered in snow right now. But that's what you do. You plant garlic in the fall and it comes up in the summer. Sweet potatoes, my slips are going. White potatoes, which I have not chosen yet. I didn't buy them yet. I just heard today. I was in a webinar of sorts on Facebook with Natasha Nichols from We Sow Regrow. She is a great gardening resource. She's been doing it for years. And she had these really cute blue potatoes last year. I can't remember the exact name of them, but she just told me they came from Menards. So I might look for those and mix it up a little bit. Carrots. I actually have some carrots outside in a raised planter, which should make it through the winter. But I have a few varieties. I just need to choose which ones I want to grow. Radishes. I love radishes now. I was never a radish person before, but I recently discovered roasted radishes. You just take the radishes, you use a little olive oil, garlic, fresh herbs or dried herbs, and seasoning. Put them in on a cookie sheet or in a pan. Put them in the oven for about 12 minutes on 350, and they are delicious. They taste like little flavorful potatoes. Okra. I chose heavy hitter okra from Baker Creek because you get a lot more okra than you do with a traditional variety, so you're not waiting every 2 to 3 days to get one more okra pod. Celery. Beans. I believe I'm going to use my green stalk vertical planter and just make a big bean tower. I've already decided it will be named Jack the Beanstalk. Thank you, Becky. My friend Becky named it. And actually, I had decided this already. And I looked in the box that they sent, and they actually put a packet of beans in there. So I'm set on that. And again, I have a referral code for that, so you get $10 off of a purchase. Then we have beets and onions. Then I have cabbage, Swiss chard. I absolutely love Swiss chard. I grew that outside in a cracky tub inside the greenhouse last summer, and it did really, really well. So I'm going to grow more this year. Lettuce, mustard greens, collard greens, squash. I think I'm going to do butternut squash. I want 2 varieties of cucumbers because I want to be able to make a lot of pickles. I made pickles last year. I canned them, and they're delicious. And then tomatillos. Got to have a lot of tomatillos for my salsa verde. I made salsa verde last year. We're still eating on it. And every time I crack open a new jar, my husband talks about how good it is. So I think that's about it. Again, this is not written in stone because if I see a pretty new variety of something, I might want to try it. Or as some crops rotate, I might want to put something new out there. And sometimes I even end up moving plants from my arrow gardens to outside. So if you haven't seen my arrow gardens, look back one video and you will see them. There's many of them. And speaking of that, I'm going to have a video coming up specifically on how to choose seeds for your arrow garden. Because you can't just use any seeds for stuff that you would grow outside because it won't fit in some cases. So only specific seeds work. So if you're interested in that coming up, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get a notification when I do a new video. I am just really excited about this gardening season. I really can say that I caught the bug last year and my garden did really well. And I am hoping for as much success or more this year. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe.